Hey guys, Team Yugi Fails here today, and we're going to be doing another deck profile. And today we're going to be looking at I should say, my Monarch Burning Abyss deck. This deck is something that has recently started popping up in our meta, and I actually think the deck is really cool. It's a lot of fun to play, very viable, does a whole lot. I don't know, there's not too much more to say about it other than the fact that it's really cool. It's a nice mashup of decks, and it's really consistent. So we're going to hop right into it. We're playing 3 Aether, 2 Erebus, 1 Kuraz. I feel like this is the best lineup. It's almost like playing Perform H when they first came out, when you would play 3 Juggler, 2 Hat Tricker, and 1 Trick Clown. But completely different effects, obviously. But really good scale. Your Aether is there to really summon the Kuraz. You can summon the Erebus too, but the Erebus is easily searchable through Beatrice, so that's why I only play 2 of it. Moving on to our Burning Abyss lineup now. Triple Skarm, triple Farfa. That's the 3 ofs. Farfa is just really good in every situation. Double Seer, pretty standard. The 1 Graph, 1 Barbar, 1 Libic, and 1 Alec. I really had to think on this ratio. I've kind of been looking around at builds that have been topping. I looked at the ARG 25K. I looked at several top decks from that for Burning Abyss Monarchs, and from the looks of it, the only thing that I would think about changing is either pulling the Alec or the Libic and putting in an Upstart. That's the only thing that I think I would change, at least that first comes to mind. Now for a non-Burning Abyss, 3 Ceratop, 1 Taka Tomborg, and 1 Tour Guide, your super special engine. Moving on to the spells. Of course, we're playing triple Pantheism, triple Stormforth, triple Tenacity. Then I played double Domain. I do feel like this card is pretty good, and I just like seeing it often, even if I discard it. Then for the other spells, we play double Twister and 1 Foolish, which I think is really good. And then the traps, of course, we're doing triple Prime, because why not? It's really good. Now onto the extra deck. Obviously triple Dante. Gotta play 3 of it in this build. If it gets hit, then if both decks get hit, which they probably will, I am going to try and still make this deck work with just 1 Dante and most likely 1 Pantheism. I'm going to see if I can get this deck to work, because I do feel like there's a slight opportunity to make it work still, even though it's very slim. I do think you could do something here with this. So 3 Dante there, 1 Grand Pulse, 1 Break Sword. Then I opted to play Giga Brilliant Core Badge. I feel like this card is really good right now because you can get rid of Dynasters and you can get rid of Dantes or Beatrices. Really solid. Then I play 1 Durendal and 1 Pleiades. The only things that I really would change, thinking about it, is if I were to pull these 2 cards out of the deck, I would probably switch the Giga Brilliant and Core Badge for either a Tyrus or an Adrius, and then, or actually I could also do a Volcasaurus and a Gaia. I'd probably do a Volcasaurus and a Gaia. I have Volcasaurus, but I got rid of my Gaia, so I just put in the Core Badge and the Giga Brilliant as replacements, and they work fine. Then I play the 1 Titanic, obviously. It's pretty good. Triple Beatrice, because you can. This isn't the Phantom Knight Burning Abyss deck where a lot of people only play 2 Beatrice. I've been there, I've played that deck, and I'm quite sick of it. And then we just play the double Pilgrim. I was originally playing 1 Pilgrim, 1 Virgil, but the reason that I switched it to double Pilgrim is because Pilgrim gives you the draws just by discarding a Burning Abyss, when he's sent to the graveyard, you're basically getting a knockoff Moulin Glacia effect. And on top of that, he's just a pretty big attack. I mean, there's not too much else to say other than the fact that he's pretty beefy. Big attack, pretty solid defense. So, yeah, it's pretty solid deck overall. This deck is a lot of fun to play. I've been testing it a lot against my friends, and they do not like playing against this deck at all. Because not only do you have the Burning Abyss advantage on your turn, you also have the Monarch advantage on their turn, as well as the Burning Abyss advantage on their turn and that of Beatrice. So together, this deck is just really powerful. It does a whole lot of stuff that's really neat. And I've seen a lot of people talking about how to side for this deck, and this deck is very difficult to side for because it's hard to put in that many cards against one deck. So it's very interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing what the ban list holds when it comes up. I've been wanting to make a ban list discussion video, but I feel like if I make one, as I'm posting it, we will have a ban list that gets listed, and then I'll feel pretty stupid for making a discussion video. That being said, I should just make one right now, and hopefully with my luck they'll have a ban list pop up as I'm posting it. That way I don't have to think about it anymore. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This has been my Burning Abyss Monarch deck profile. Go ahead, test this deck out. It's pretty fun. This is a really budget deck too, because everything was reprinted in gold for Burning Abyss, and then the Monarch structure decks are cheap, obviously. Definitely worth a try. Check it out. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Team Yugi Fails, signing out.